A while ago I looked at a promising new map mod for Conan Exiles. Today we return to the Legend of Shem to construct a glorious palace. First, however, it needs to be highlighted just how well this map is coming along, even compared to my showcase just a few weeks ago. At the time of my previous video, the Legend of Shem map had only just released at the end of December. The map itself, though, was pretty great, and since then the creator Darth Physicist has added so much more. A new main menu screen, new lighting, performance and aesthetic changes, 3 new dungeons in the Akarian resource mine, the sewer and the old copper mine, new merchants, new ambushes, the Crossroads Bazaar, lore notes, new events, dynamic temperature, a visual overhaul of the Great Mine, and plenty more. Another big positive is that it seems that everyone who has told me they've tried the map thus far has loved it, and since I last looked, the active subscriber count has risen from around 1,000 I think, to just over 4,000. If you want more details on the map itself, that video still stands, although bear in mind that a lot of things have been added even since then. Darth Physicist is working at a pretty incredible pace currently. If you like modded maps and you haven't checked out the Legend of Shem yet, you need to. This map is quickly becoming a big hitter in the modded map space. With all that being said, today we're going to do some building on this map. I've been meaning to return to Shem for a little while to build something. The geography on this map is just too good not to. Today we are up in map square E11 and we're going to be building a Shemite Palace. The requirements are on screen now and we're going to enjoy a nice relaxed speed build under the Shemite sun because we're trying something new. Let's get started. On that topic of trying something new, I'm building today in a style I'm kind of unfamiliar with, fusing the pyramid set with Aquilonian and Argosian. This is a style I saw whilst I was doing my homeless PvE challenge run a while ago, where I stumbled upon a few different bases that use this fusion of the aforementioned materials. Since then, I've had the combination in my head and kind of just bookmarked it away as something to try again, but I haven't had much chance to use it. Well, if there was ever a good time to try it out, it seems now is that time. Pyramid is admittedly quite an inflexible set, so I was kind of mind blown when I saw the fusion of it with Argosian and Aquilonian. All three work really nicely together. I'll be the first to admit, I'm probably not as good with this style as I might be with some others, but it was quite refreshing to tackle something that wasn't medieval or Stormglass, to be fair. I also decorated later on, as you'll see, with some of the new Corinthian decorations that were in the bazaar recently. I wanted to mention those because I didn't have a chance to review them at the time as there was a delay with the creators being granted them. I know some people were asking about that, but when that and the Pictish decoration bundles come back around in the bazaar, I'll be reviewing them in the future. To be honest, the Corinthian decoration stuff did fit really nicely in this build, though the game really does need some more casual seating like sofas. I've always thought that was a bit of a glaring omission in terms of decoration. Overall, this is a little more of an experimental showcase build than an actual build guide, mostly just because I'm testing this style out and trying to properly get to grips with it. I think it has an absolute ton of potential, though in retrospect I think a little bit of Turanian might have added that special something to tie everything together. Pyramid I think still ends up being the most overwhelming texture. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this material palette before. It's not one I've actually seen a whole lot of, but I think it has quite a bit of promise if you can nail the balance properly. I have to say as well, building on Shem is just an absolute delight. There's so much abundant space to work with of all different styles. This sort of rock plateau I'm building on top of now just feels like it was made for this palace, and the new lighting you'll see here, and especially in the finished shots, just really makes the build glow. Again, if you're on PC and haven't tried out the Legend of Shem modded map yet, you really should. Its popularity is steadily climbing, and I think it's probably going to end up in the same fan favourite realm as something like Savage Wilds. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say for today. It's been an absolute pleasure to come back to this map. I'll let the rest of the build run and then we'll take a cinematic tour of the finished and decorated palace. I think it ends up pretty nice and really well settled into the environment, which is probably the most important factor for a building like this. Again, check out the Legend of Shem if you haven't already, the link is in the description. I've also just opened up channel memberships here on YouTube. At the moment there's only the £2.99 tier, I'm not 100% sure what that is in dollars. For people that want to support the channel, you'll get a cool badge and some custom emojis you can use in the comments too. It's something I may add more to in the future if people like using the memberships. Thank you for watching, and of course a massive thanks to our wonderful esteemed coffee cultists for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. Take care, and enjoy the rest of the build.